Hello guys, good evening. I'm back with my weekly analysis. So first I'll start with the analysis which I posted last week, and there were few stocks which I specifically mentioned on the description also regarding the consumer goods sector. So I'll show you how that happened, how the movement happened the entire week. So if you would have followed the analysis, you would have noticed I spoke about specifically four stocks of the consumer goods sector, which is first was Century. So if you notice the move in the stock last week, this was last week's candle, it has just shot up. Reason for taking this trade that this has gone exactly as planned. And if you would have entered this trade, you would have made good amount of money and you can still hold on to the trade. So simple reason was again as it is based on support and resistance. So this was the exact trend line which I can draw it again and show you. So this is the resistance turning into support, again a resistance. And since the market was playing as a support here, so that's why that was a specific reason why to uh, be on the buy side. And the risk was also very small. Here you could have placed your stop loss and taken this trade. So one was Century, the four trades which I specifically mentioned, though I discussed many more stocks of the same sector, but the four stocks which I was keeping under my uh, list and under my radar was these four, and I mentioned that on the description. So another one was Tata Coffee. Tata Coffee last week it did move, but today also it continued the upside move. Monday closing was bullish. So if you'll see the daily close, you can see it was strongly bullish. Right, the reason we were bullish last week itself was this, see, since a breakout pullback took the support and it just went up. So if you would not, last week it did go up, but today they made the entire movement again, a good bullish movement again. So if you would have been holding the stock from here onwards, you can still hold on. First target, like I said, target is still not achieved. First target will be around this area. So you can hold on to Tata Coffee if you have taken the trade. So again, the reason for taking the trade was support resistance, since I'm a support resistance trader. So resistance, breakout, pullback, and expected to go up. So this was Tata Coffee. Titan was also was one of the Century and Titan were my two favorite stocks last week, and it exactly moved the way it was expected. There was a strong bullish move. See, this was the reason. If you will watch the last week's video, you will notice this was the exact trend line which was drawn. So this was a breakout, slight pullback, and see, it has just taken a support and gone up. So today, as it's Monday, so market will do a little bit of pullback today, tomorrow, and as and when, if you want, you can re-enter because Titan is at its all-time high and it is a very strong stock, looking very bullish. So you can still, if you get a better entries in the market, you can still buy it, but don't buy at the current price. Wait for proper confirmations in smaller time frame, like 4 hourly and all. So wait for some pullbacks. So because I always prefer entering at pullbacks because that provide you a very good risk to reward. If you miss the previous entry around this price again, you can look for an entry and then enter for buy. So this was the third stock, which was Titan, and the fourth was Voltas. Voltas, if I'll open the weekly chart, it hasn't moved much last week. It was indecisive. Neither it has gone down nor it has moved up. So there are still chances it can do a pullback. It is indecisive. So since it has moved so much, it is trying to consolidate a bit. So wait for proper entry in this. So I think if you will draw the resistance, somewhere around it is strongly bullish. It is starting to do the pullbacks. So in smaller time frames, you can go and see around this level. You can look to buy this stock if you get a bullish candlestick confirmation, not at the current price. So these were the four stocks, which out of which at least completely three have gone exactly in favor, and you would have made a good amount of percentage, especially if you would just have traded Triton or Century. Both were amazing stocks. So likewise, like I discussed last week, this week also I have few setups to discuss, both for Indian market, commodities, indexes, forex market, for all the markets as well. So I'll first discuss about Indian market itself. there's no one specific sector for this week, because most of the market is consolidating after a big move, because last 2-3 weeks a huge amount of movements is happening in the market. So that's why there's not one specific sector which is looking strongly bullish for this week. Nifty and Bank Nifty, if you notice, it continues to go up. Sorry, I'll open the weekly chart. Continues to go up, like discussed last time also. I said if it closes below the low, then only you can expect some pullback. Since it didn't come near the low also, it is just continuously looking to go up. There's no signs of market coming down just now currently. Same is with Bank Nifty also. If you notice, I had drawn this Fibonacci. I'll draw again for you so that you can understand better. So from high to low, see it is playing above 78.6. It tested. So last week it did come down, did a pullback, tested the 78.6, closed above. This week also, since the market is playing above 78.6, you can be clearly bullish for Bank Nifty as well. But it has slowed down its momentum. The way it was moving 3-4 weeks back, 2-3 weeks back, if you see, but it is slowed down a little. So it steam is going off slowly. So that's why I'm saying don't be trade small intraday moves you can capture, but don't expect a very big move to happen currently. More of sideways, more of indecision. So I have few stocks to discuss. Some are for entry, some are also for exits. Like it's as I said, steam is looking to go off now, and so that's why that is one of the stock, which is Axis Bank. So Axis Bank has been strongly bullish from here for the last 2-3 weeks. It is just sideways, and like you can see with most of the stocks. Why I'm discussing Axis Bank is because if you have a buy, because many people trade on this stock, if you have a buy, you can book your profits because it is at a strong level. Exits are also equally important. If you will draw the Fibo also, you can see that, sorry, from the previous high, you can see it is exactly at 61.8% level, which is a very strong level. You can re-enter once the market closes above 61.8. Once it closes above this level, you can again buy. But for now, if you have made good amount of profits, you can book your profits and you can again buy from 50% level once the pullback is done. So that is why I wanted to discuss Axis Bank. It is not for the entry. If you want, you once you get a sell confirmation, you can capture the pullback. But if you have a buy, if you have made good amount of profits, you can book your profits. And if it closes bullish, if the candle closes above this level, then you can re-enter always. So discussing about SBI. SBI is, if you see, it still has scope to go up till this level, because if you see previous week market has closed above the 200 moving average. So it clearly indicates that market is looking strong for this stock. This stock is looking bullish, and market is expected to go up till here, which is the price of 287. So if you want, you can buy after some better entries. You can be on the buying side and you can expect the market to go up till here. So target is still due. If you have a stock, you have already taken buy, you can hold on till this price. This is your target level. So that's about SBI. Titan, like I already discussed last week, this was my favorite stock. I still have this stock and you can continue to hold on. If you don't have an entry, you can re-enter at better prices. Better prices in the sense which I've already discussed. Wait for, see, this is, you can extend the trend line as much as possible. It will become even more stronger. So this, once it does the pullback somewhere around here in the 4-hourly time frame, you can enter around these prices. So Titan is still a good stock. I am currently still holding on. Dr. Reddy is also a good stock. One thing very good to observe in this stock is why I wanted to discuss this. Every time it did a breakout, it does a pullback till the same breakout level and then starts to go up. So currently it's in a bullish run. You can expect the market to go, this will be the first resistance. So you can target till here. If good thing is, see, every time it is breaking a previous swing, it is going and testing it back. So that's what you can notice. So that's how this stock generally moves. So that is a good thing. It is a very stable stock, and it is currently this moving average, it tells it's all, it's acting as a very strong support here. So it's a very good stock to buy for this week. And next is ONGC. ONGC is also a very good stock. If you notice with this moving average, it was a resistance. Now the market has clearly closed above. If you want to see the breakout level, you can clearly draw a trend line. See, this is the breakout of the resistance, and it looks to go up, and it has a very good target. It is, so this is also one of a very good stock to trade on, which is ONGC, oil and natural gas. And oil in itself is also looking strong. When I'll discuss the forex market, I'll show you the oil chart. So that way is also, it has a direct correlation. So oil prices are looking to go up, and same way oil and natural gas as well. So you can go into buy for this stock. Looks very strong, looks good. Last one is Ultratech Cement. Ultratech Cement, the reason to discuss this is it has closed strongly bearish, bullish. Many people would have made good amount of money since we trade the stock also very much. But I wanted to discuss this stock to show you something, because it's important to know your exits as well. That's why. So I'll just make it better. So see, if you see, it is at a very strong resistance just now, like Axis Bank, what I discussed initially. Even Ultratech Cement is also giving a good exit, because it has vertically gone up. There is a possibility it can fall or do a major vertical pullback. So if you have this stock, it is for those who are trading in this stock or invested in this stock. You can book your profits. Once this level breaks, then you can enter again, or you will also get a re-entry somewhere around these levels, especially these levels, to re-enter the prices. So there's no point letting your profits go away by the major pullback which happens in the market. So rather you can book your profits, and after the pullback you can re-enter again. So Axis Bank and Ultratech Cement was mainly to make you understand that it is around the exit price. You can exit those trade setups and then re-enter after confirmations again. So you can book your profits and then focus or utilize that amount in some other very good stocks which are there. ONGC is very good. Titan is very, very good. And Dr. Reddy is there. And we discussed SBI. It has still has scope. It has been going up. It still has very good scope to go up. So these are the stocks which are Nifty 50 stocks for this week, which I'll be focusing on. And look for better entries. Always go to smaller time frames and look for better entries, pullbacks to enter in the market. One here you will get to know the direction, but entries are equally important, entries and exits. Don't enter exactly at the high price, wait for some pullbacks, and then you should enter the market. So this was about Nifty. Now coming to the forex market, where I'll discuss the commodities indexes as well as currencies. So dollar index, if you remember last week I was bearish, and since it has closed below this, and you can clearly see that the market has formed a strong bearish candle. It has continued to fall down, and it exactly went as expected, and it is still looking to go down further. So you can be on the sell side of dollar for this week as well. There's no confirmation yet that the market is doing any pullbacks or any reversals or anything like that. If you will notice, since dollar went down, gold inverse correlation, like I always say, if dollar goes down, gold goes up, or if gold goes down, dollar goes up. There's an inverse correlation. So that's why for gold, though it closed bearish, okay, And so it was dicey to trade gold. Like I said, be careful with gold, because if dollar falls down, then gold will go up. And that's what exactly happened from here. Also, if you're not good with trend lines, if you're good with Fibo, you can draw Fibo and you can notice exactly it rejected from 50%. So it still looks to go up at least till this level. I'm targeting this first level. So if you have a buy, also you can figure out your target by drawing this channel, which I'm noticing. Market is consolidating using this channel formation. So you can target up till this area. So gold bullish for this week, at least till this price. Once it reaches this price, then you can expect to fall down. So at least for next 1 to 3 days, till Wednesday, Thursday, you can expect gold to go up. If it reaches the resistance, then you can expect that the market can fall down from there. So it exactly is inverse of dollar index most of the time. So dollar fell down, gold went up. So it still continues to do that for this week as well. So gold went up, so definitely silver also will eventually, it goes up, because they both move together, but silver is way more volatile also. So it is still has this much scope for it to go up further. From there you can expect it to fall down again. So for this week, again, you can be on the buying side, target till here, and then you can expect it to further fall down depending on how the candle is forming. So that's about gold and silver as a commodity. Oil also, like when I discussed ONGC, it is bullish. The reason is oil is also looking bullish. Though last week was not that big a movement, which it has been doing from last few weeks, but it neither went down also. It did spike a little. So like I said last time, target is up till here. So if you notice, if you will draw this line, if you can draw the trend line, well and good. So this is the support line. Market is playing above that. It did a pullback till here. So oil is still clearly bullish, and you can easily target till 51 price level. Also, if you will draw your Fibo from high to low, you can also notice market is playing above 61.8 level. So it should test 78.6, where the moving average is also coinciding. So 78.6, it should mostly test that level. So I'm strongly bullish for oil. So gold, silver, oil, all commodities are looking bullish for this week. Dollar looks weak. So it is very easy to analyze. If you remember last time, one specific trade I gave for dollar, which was USD CAD, I specifically mentioned USD CAD. Reason being dollar weak, CAD strong, which means CAD is generally dependent on oil. If oil goes up, CAD also goes up. So that's why USD CAD was the highlight, which I focused last week completely on this trade. And if you notice, see the movement, see the last week's candle, the way it has fallen down. So as expected, because reason was dollar weak, that's why it fell. And oil going up, CAD going up. So CAD being the second pair, if CAD goes up, USD CAD as a currency pair also falls down. So that's the advantage of trading the currencies. So if you notice, this is was a level which was a breakout. Some people would also notice the trend line, something like this. So if you're drawing it like this, that is also fine. So it has broken that level. It looks to go down further. Apart from that, what you can focus on is all the dollar, since dollar has a very strong clarity that it is weak. So Euro USD buy is good. USD CHF sell is good. GP USD, AUD USD, all the dollar pairs. Basically, dollar looks weak. But one thing to notice here is, since everywhere, I mean, if dollar fell down, Euro USD clearly showed bullish. Reason being, dollar being the second pair here. So if dollar falls down, Euro USD goes up. It's an inverse correlation, right? So likewise, New Zealand USD should have also formed a bullish candlestick. But here, if you notice, it has formed more like a rejection. So this clearly means dollar is weak. Along with that, New Zealand is even more weak than dollar. So that ways one thing is clear. So for this week, what we can focus on selling New Zealand as well. So for this week, I have this one strong stock currency, which you can focus on, and technically also see it as exactly at the 200 moving average, which has been respected from such a long time. And also this trend line, if you notice, it has been a resistance turned into support, and we have a bullish candlestick formation, more like a morning star type of a pattern. So euro NCD buy, correlation wise also, euro is bullish. Just now we saw in euro USD as well, and New Zealand is weak. So both ways it should be going up, similar to USD CAD of last week. So euro New Zealand looks like a good setup for this week to trade. Also New Zealand CAD sell, again one strong, one weak. New Zealand we are bearish, CAD we are bullish. So New Zealand CAD overall as a currency should fall, should be bearish. We have a clear engulfing here, and see at what level we have. It is exactly at the resistance. If you notice this, clearly a resistance is there here, right? So this is also, but wait for certain pullback, and then you can be on the sell side. Same for AUD NCD. AUD NCD looks like a good buy. Reason being, AUD strong, again New Zealand weak. So if you will draw a Fibo here, because swings are very clear, it is exactly rejected 61.8, closed above 50%. Looks like a strong buy target till this moving average coinciding, which is 200 exponential moving average. So these are few setups which looks very good. So for this week, you can focus on AUD NCD, New Zealand CAD, Euro NCD looks very good, and USD CAD you can hold on from last week. And we have all these uh, commodities to trade with. All the commodities look strong for this week. Dollar looks weak for this week, and New Zealand looks weak. So accordingly, you can focus and you can diversify your portfolio. So yeah, that's it about this week as well. I hope these videos are helpful for you to understand the direction. Once you know the direction, then it's very easy for you to enter as per direction in smaller time frames. Stick to these shortlisted securities for this week and you will see very good results. Be very disciplined. Trading without discipline, without consistency, no one can make money in this market. So make sure to follow your strategy, to follow your rules in whichever markets you are trading. And I hope you would have a great week. And we'll see you guys again next week. Uh, Again on Monday. Any more currencies, commodities, stocks, anything if you want us to analyze specifically, please post it on the comment box. Next week, definitely I'll add that in my analysis. Thank you guys. Take care.